This video is going to show you how to choose the best gi for the best results in your jiu-jitsu competition. Hey guys, Coach Tom here. Today talking about a cool topic and one that's actually really important but not spoken about often enough. And that's choosing the right gi for your jiu-jitsu competition. Now, it's not like winning in jiu-jitsu competition is the be all and end all, but the gi has a lot to do with that. And I'm not even just talking about how to win in competition because you've got some special gi. That's not what this video really is about, although we will cover things like material and what makes hard for your opponents to grip, etc. But the biggest one, for instance, for me, I'm in the middle of a weight cut for Masters Worlds in a couple of weeks. And if I didn't have a light gi, I would have such an extra hard time taking off the extra 4 or so pounds that a heavier gi takes place. Now, I've also been in times before where I've been at the bottom or in the middle of a weight class. I can't really cut down lower, but it's not like I can put on enough muscle in a short period of time maybe to move up. So I'll choose to wear a heavier gi, so at least if that guy's 180 pounds, I'm going to be 180 pounds or whatever weight class I'm at. So when it comes to choosing gis, the first thing is, guys, we want to make it hard for your opponent to grip, okay? So preferably, if you have the weight allowance, choosing a gi with a very big collar like this can be a really, really useful asset. This collar here is probably more than half an inch thick. It's drastically thicker. If you look at a typical gi, like I have a gi I've been wearing today, here you see that it's about double the thickness of that one there. So when it comes to choosing the gi, if you have a thick collar, it's going to be easier to break grips, okay? But it's going to weigh more. Likewise with material, if it's a nice thin material, it's pretty easy for your opponent to grip, get their fingers really into that thing. If it's a hard coarse weave like this, your gi jacket may weigh 4 pounds alone, but that's going to be very hard for your opponents to grip. It's really going to grate at their knuckles a bit. So I think with pants, although I believe a cotton twill pant is harder for your opponents to hold, for myself that really concerns me as a guard player. But as a guard player, I like really light cotton or really light ripstop pants for competing. Yes, they are easier for your opponents to grab, but for me personally, I've got long legs, so my gi pants are always shrinking. So I want ripstop, doesn't shrink as much for me. And at the end of the day, I want my hips to move. I'd rather you have better grips and I can get my hips to move. If I wear heavy pants, it tends to make me feel bogged down. So there you go, guys. You know, I think choosing a gi for your competition is awesome. I think sometimes even having a competition-only gi that you have, which is something I did for years, I think that's cool too. Like your suit of armor, like your samurai warrior, you know, costume that you put on when you go wrestle some other guys in a hall somewhere. So I think choosing the right gi is like a real fun thing to do. You know, I think you should always have your club patch on whatever gi you compete on or whatever your affiliation is in jiu-jitsu or grappling. I think you should always have your club patch if you're competing. But other than that, guys, if you're in the middle of a weight class, get a heavy gi. It's going to help you. But if you're already cutting weight, you need to ask yourself, is the extra weight or muscle or fat or water or food or life enjoyment or whatever, is the cost or benefit of that going to outweigh the need of having a lighter or heavier gi? And so for me, most of the time, I think it's better to have a gi that isn't as competition specific, but you've got more muscle on your frame for that weight class. But if you don't, if you're not already cutting down, definitely get those heavy gi, guys. You're not going to want to train in them in summer because they're going to be too hot and heavy. But when it comes to competing, I think they're number one. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I'm Coach Tom, and good luck on the mats. Thanks for watching the video, guys. For more videos, click here. To subscribe to this channel to get all of our awesome videos, click here. And if you'd like to have our hour-long series for free on footlocks and how to defend footlocks and leg attacks of all kinds, please click here. I'm Coach Tom, guys. I'll see you next time.